Australia is probably the only place where you'll see this. Mercedes E250 CDI in beautiful condition, strapped to a trailer. I mean, where else would you see a trailer strapped to a Mercedes Benz? Two-door sport coupe. Just here, nowhere else. I mean, they would hit and stay. So I do have an object on that side, but it's too small. It's right here.
I've one on my left. The thing is, my transducer's mounted.
Yeah, I got something here. I got something right here. And the road goes up above on this section, so it, whatever that is, it looks crumpled up and broken. Let's see if I can get more.
The shark next to if that's the shark, that's a big shark.
It's a big shark. So we're on the road to Berrowa, where Michelle Pope once resided before she went missing, and we are going to search the Berowra Waters.
The boat ramp there that is renowned for having vehicles in the water. It is tidal, so there is obviously the shark issue which we have to be aware of, but we will put the tin in and do some searching in that area today, and depending on how much time we have, we'll try and go back to finish off the Lane Cove River that we started yesterday. Had a few technical problems, so cut our day a little bit short unfortunately, but we're all charged up, ready to go for today.
Well, we're going to do the Barow Heights boat ramps, but we're also going to go into Bobbin Head or Bobbin Bay.
Cabbage Tree.
No, it's Apple Tree.
Apple Tree.
Apple Tree Creek. And we're going to do that in the Berrowa Creek, because there's a Berrowa trail that's actually a back way through the Ku-ring-gai National Park that actually goes to Berrowa the back way, or Berrowa the back way. And so I want to make sure that we clear all on that river on the way home. Is if they in essence went straight down the hill from West Pymble, down the hill straight into the national forest, and then went the back way on the dirt road back home, and they parked overnight.
So they were last seen at like 11 something at night?
10:30 at night they left West Pymble or West Pymble. Is it Pymble or Primble?
Pymble.
Pymble. So they left West Pymble at 10:30 at night, and were never seen again. So and it's a 1977 panel van, but it's 1978. That vehicle is literally brand new.
Yeah.
So, you'd think that could it be someone hijacked a vehicle? Yeah, it's possible, because it's a brand new panel van. Could something have happened that night? Yes. But we have to go along the guise of that it's an accident, that something occurred. Stephen didn't put the brakes on, or the parking brake on, and they rolled into the river at the boat ramp, or they rolled into the river from going around a corner.
Yep.
So we're going to search that section to clear it, and if nothing else, if we find an old vehicle underwater in that section, we know someone, either they drove it in or someone drove it into that area.
Yeah.
So we've got to double check everything and be very thorough. Yesterday, I was about 250 yards from the bridge, which, you know, 2 football fields or 2 rugby pitches away from the bridge, when the battery just, you know, would not give me any more sonar.
Yes.
And I couldn't paddle up the river and get sonar I was getting too many undulations, so it was really not efficient to do it. So we're going to go back there and try to get under the bridge, because there are 2 means of egress, one on the left-hand side of the road coming out of Waiuna, and one on the right-hand side of the road, which is opposite side, which you'd think that they would go right straight down on the left, because you're driving on the left side of the road when you're driving here.
Yep.
You would take a left, because you didn't want, at that light, you wouldn't cross over 4 lanes of traffic to get over and go down, unless that was the only road back in 1978 that accessed under the bridge.
Yes.
So we have heard that that during that time, according to some of the Facebook posts that have occurred on your site with regard to this case, that there was hijackings going on at the time, and other missing persons in there. Most of them were women, and we're not sure, you know, what was really going on at that time. And you know, when there's a woman and a man together, you'd think it would probably be a lot tougher for someone to do something. But you know, we have to look at it from every angle, from the standpoint of a dump or from the standpoint of a accident.
We really appreciate all the comments and information that has been put on the posts that we've been putting up. It really does help us to get that local knowledge. I'm not from that area, so I don't know it at all. So it's really helpful with people who have studied the case for years and who know the area well. And you know, I had one person who jumped on and said, "Well, I grew up in the area and scouted in the area, and you know."
He was on the adventure club for Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you were only
the area very well.
You were only 4 years old when this happened.
I was living in Papua New Guinea at that stage.
Papua New Guinea, yeah. So you were only 4 years old living in Papua New Guinea. So you didn't even know this case existed at the time. So you know, we're really looking to the public to tell us where Michelle Pope actually lived. If she lived closer to the water, so that if we're on the Berrowa side in the Barow Heights, in the Berowra Waters, that if that's where we should focus our attention, is if he drove her home, they passed the house, went down the hill to the boat ramp, and something happened there. You know, so we're trying to narrow it down, because these are big waters. These are not little. Like even the Lane Cove National Park, that's a lot of river.
That's a lot of river.
It's a lot of river, and it goes from 1 meter to 6 meters.
Yeah.
1 meter to 6 meters. It's just this undulating hydrology that has pushed those salts and sands out. So.
And we haven't even checked, you know, east towards past the weir. So we've gone from the weir up. Well, we haven't even gone to the weir. So there's massive areas.
We haven't made it to the bridge, and we haven't made it to the weir. So we
a lot of work ahead of us.
So we'll work on that tomorrow.
Going into the fog, Down Under Dan Diving, Adventures with Purpose Down Under, enters the fog, and it's thick like mud. And the big giant truck
Turn right onto Sonas Road.
slices through the fog. I think the viewing public will notice that there are the coolest trucks in Australia ever, including Down Under Dan Diving's. His is one of the most badass trucks. He gets compliments all the time. But there's like every other truck that you see is just sweet.
Some nice trucks over here.
Some really nice trucks. Like, I don't understand why we can't import some of these trucks. I mean, every truck has got the coolest thing. Even the landscapers have cool trucks. The farmers have cool trucks. Everyone's an adventurer here, and they head off deep into the bush to sit on a river and have a fire pit.
Because it smells so good out there. You like smell Australia through the video?
Yeah.
And it smells like eucalyptus burning and someone's having a really nice fire and it smells so good. Yep.
Well, as we know too, we need to check near the ferry entry,
Yes.
because ferry entries tend to have a lot of...
People forget that they can't go across and the ferry's locked on the other side. So we are here at the Crossland Creek location at the Dust Hole Bay on Bay Road. And my question, Daniel, is you were on this side. We have to take the ferry across in order to get across. You know that.
Was there a ferry back then?
There's no other way to get across the river other than take a ferry. So I will pay for the ferry because it's part of the experience.
I don't know that.
No, I'm going to take, but that's what we have to do. We have to take that ferry.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, kind of cool though.
Yeah.
Put the big truck on the ferry. Hopefully they'll let you do it.
Yeah.
So, because we're going to go across, we're going to go up and down the river here.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're going to take...
All the way out to the ocean.
Huh?
Oh, I think that's all the way out to the ocean.
So we're going to take the ferry across up into Berrowa Heights. But when we go in the boat in a couple minutes here, we're going to go into this boat ramp on this side at the Berowra Waters Road where the ferry enters. Just in case back in 77, or 78,
Oh, yeah, there's the ferry
they came
there.
in from the back. The houseboat coming in with its little boat for going ashore, going from the back, just floating off the back of it. So Barow Heights is up there. So you go to the ferry and then you go up that road, up in. So that road down to the boat ramp, they could come down there and park on the water. So Stephen and Michelle went missing again. I just said for the viewers, in 1978 after a late night party. His home, or his family home, up on Waiuna Road in West Pymble, and they came to Berrowa, to Berrowa Heights up there to drop off Michelle at her house before he was supposed to go on a trip with his mates that next morning. So he was dropping her off and then going back to West Pymble, which is only 18 to 20 minutes away. So they never were seen again. And we are here in the Berrowa River, which is in the Berrowa Waters. And we have a ferry on the right hand side over here, and we will be taking that with the viewers across. But this is a beautiful place, and just the backdrop of the cliffs. You can look from the boat ramp. Again, some of the amazing places here in Australia, just outside of Sydney. Dan's wearing Uggs today because he's in his comfy shoes. Look at those. Look at those special. Did you borrow those from your wife?
My wife got them for me, thank you very much.
I'm sure she did. Those look soft and comfy.
They are something.
Yeah. I think you're a little soft. Probably not so comfy. Don't touch me. I don't like to be touched.
Don't touch me.
Don't like to be touched. I was looking at your hat. Stop it. I'm getting your logo. Look, here we go. Hi, Bill.
we go.
Another beautiful place on the planet. We're about to get in the zone.
You go out a bit, go straight into the boat ramp.
Tire.
Have a look at those rocks.
One tire. A couple pipes on the bottom. There's the pipe right there. Pipes that you can see right through the water, and you see them right there laying on the bottom. We're in the Berrowa Waters marina. And up there on the hill again, right up there is the Barow Heights, and somewhere on that hill is where Michelle Pope was actually lived and was from. We're in 6 meters of water just off the boat ramp. 6 meters on the screen, very flat bottom. Again, I've got 20 meters to my left and 20 meters to my right, which is flipped because I'm on that side of the boat and I am facing backwards. So let's go like this. 6 meters of water. You got these bollards slash poles slash mooring poles that are brand new, and you can see them on the screen here. Big ball of bait over here. Absolutely flat bottom at 6.5 meters of water, 6.6 meters of water, and we are in this beautiful place.
Ferry's behind us, so we're just going to check on the ferry, make sure that there's no.
Yeah, that's our prime spot over there because that's where they would come down. Those two boat ramps, that one and the old one over there from 1970, like that's the most logical. These ferries are new, so you know they're newer, and maybe they were here in 78, but they were not the same, and no one's ever sonar underneath those ferries to see if there's anything there that is a frame of something, and a lot of frames look like a boat frame.
Yeah.
I got a frame on the bottom here, right here on the bottom.
Yeah, that looks like actually a boat.
Yeah, we got a boat, and then I've got a frame of a houseboat right here. Again, my posts, mooring poles. I'm in 7 meters of water, but I've got.
So that might be picking up the hulls of those boats, though. That's
I see the swirl, but I see another one on the bottom there, and I see another one to my
pole. Yeah, I see the pole on the left. My left.
So,
right.
Yeah. And another one coming now on the bottom. Two boats on top of one another, or something right here. Right is right, so that's that one there. Yeah, so I'm actually picking up, because of how deep that actually is in the water, picking that boat's hull up on the sonar. Because I'm not picking it up on the side scan, I'm only picking it up on the down scan. Pile of rocks, which is this pile of rocks here. That's the pile of rocks that you see here, and then the small boulders in a boulder field under here, which is more like a gravel base, which is that gravel base you see there. Again, large pile of bait fish in the water here. Nothing that is abnormal though on the screen with regard to, I've got stairs going in. But nothing abnormal on the screen that is showing vehicle or human-made object. A couple big boulders that rolled off.
I'd imagine over the years they have had to dredge out this section.
But it typically float. You know, we got 7 meters of water right here, so. The ferry coming across on the rope. See the wire that comes across it actually goes straight on the wire all the way across and back. There's 2 wires that it's connected to, so it stays in a straight line directly to the boat ramp on the other side. And as you can see, that's a much newer boat. It's not from the 70s. You know, a different boat would have been doing this back in the 70s. if in fact they had one at the time. Amazing place though.
You can see the cable from the ferry.
Yep.
Sonar.
And that's the cable. So the cable drops down below the boat, but it stays close to the surface until it gets on one end, and it drops down when it relieves the tension. So you gotta be very careful when crossing it so you don't hit it with the engine.
I go parallel with it first.
Oh,
check
yeah.
over here.
So we're
And I'll
completely clean, you know, at 6 meters of water, we're completely clean on both sides. 20 meters there and underneath the ferry boat location, which is on this side.
So
right?
I'm running 25 on the Garmin.
And I'm running 20 and 20 on the Hindered.
But yeah, nothing on the bottom at all. Perfectly flat. You can see the cable. Any man-made structures should come up pretty clear.
So the reason why we're here, Dan, is because as we've talked about before, Michelle was actually from Berrowa Heights, and just under the thought process that they came down from the hill down to here to relax at 11 o'clock or 11:30 at night to just chill out before they decided to go back to Michelle's house, that they might have come down here to
Some alone time.
some alone time before heading back to the home. So we're double checking everything at the boat ramps. We're gonna have to check over there near the road and along that bank all the way down to that boat ramp there, just in case they came down the hill or parking brake came off, whatever it may be. Just odd though. It's I didn't know the age of the vehicle till this morning, and that vehicle's brand new. It's a 77. It's 1978. So that vehicle in essence is 6 months old or something. So I'm sure that the parking brake actually worked at that point in time.
You would have hoped so.
You would have hoped so, unless they didn't put it on.
So we're still at 5.9 meters deep here, almost at the shoreline. Still perfectly flat.
So this is the boat ramp on the Barow Heights side. Still 6 meters, 6.3 meters of water. Absolutely sandy bottom, nice and clean. Nothing to see there. Little rope swing under the trees down below this house. I have a shadow on my screen that is in a square formation, but it looks like, I don't know what that is. It's square though. Bunch of big boulders, granite blocks on the bottom.
Yeah, all in a row.
All in a row. It might be the dock though.
I think it is the dock.
Yeah.
Because of the angle that I'm on.
It's on the surface of the sonar,
Yeah.
so on this side. I do have an object here, coming right here.
Yep, I see it.
Yeah.
Right next to the post.
Yeah. That looks like a boat, but it also could be a vehicle.
We'll go over that with live, I think.
Yeah, I think we need to get in on that one. It's the size of a vehicle. So that's right over there at that post. Another object on the bottom which looks like a boat. Right here. Tire off.
Very shallow.
Tire off to that side. We're 1.7 meters of water. Straight up, and then we are literally into shallow ground here, where the outlet pipe from the stream bed or the creek comes out. It pushes all the silts right down into here from the river edge, especially during storms. But there is a vehicle park up there, a car park up on the hill. So we're in 1.8 meters of water. You got a tire on the screen.
We're going to check all underneath these docks as well, because we know cars can sit underneath the dock.
They literally would have had to drive through the building though.
Was the building even there though in the 70s?
That one was. That one looks like 60s or 50s. I don't know about that one. It looks like it had posts on it. See the posts underneath it? Those look older. Old wooden boat, fiberglass and wood. Wood lath sides, you can see.
It's had a hard life.
It's done its job though.
Well weathered.
Yeah, still working, still doing its job, still floating. Unlike this one.
Ouch. Okay.
But Dennis chicken, lettuce, and avocado sandwiches.
They're out of the water.
I got a pile of junk right there on that side. I don't know what that is. I don't see anything on the sides. Can I just see it on down? I got another object on the bottom right here on this side in a square formation right there.
Not up to it yet.
So I'm looking at that. See a tire. It doesn't look big enough. Looks like a boat dock on the bottom. It doesn't look big enough because if that's the tire, the size is not there. And I don't have anything on the bottom on the side scan. But we're in 5 meters of water. We're in 1 meter of water in the boat. As Dan,
Well, unfortunately, I haven't had anyone donate a new boat to me, so
no,
we
no,
have to keep on going with what we got.
you're fine. Your boat's fine. It just leaks like a sieve.
Like a sieve. It's actually a cooling system for the boat.
I got another boat. I got another large shadow right here. Under on the bottom, throwing off a shadow like a. I got 2 shadows on the bottom.
Yeah, I see that.
One is square in formation. Not sure. I didn't see the boat over there.
Go have another look.
Oh, your stuff in your face. Feed. You're on a feed.
Shut up!
You're on a feed.
Having a food.
You're having a feed. That's what they call it here, having a feed. They just don't want to finish the sentence like, I'm going to have lunch, or I'm eating breakfast. Those are too many words.
Having a feed.
You're having a feed. It's so much easier than I'm having breakfast.
I'm just having a feed.
Another slang term. I love them though. I love all those slang terms. Ton of docks on the bottom. We're showing everything that's on the surface actually, because when it's kind of in a yellow formation, it's almost like as if it's sitting on the surface, because it's not. I haven't got burned yet. I'd like some though. So again, we got a road up above. Don't want to know what it looked like in 78, but we'll see how long that road goes. It looks like it might go along the whole path.
I think we should clear over there first.
Let's just.
Because that keeps going.
No, it doesn't. We're not going that far though.
Okay.
Yeah. We need to clear that boat ramp, the other side of it, anywhere that there's road. And I want to look at the mapping, and because I don't think that goes down that as far as you think it does. I think it goes to a dirt track. I'll look at my phone. Back over there. And right here I've got, that's this dock and that post sitting right there. That's that there. And this is all the boat ramp and all the stanchions. Now what we call that, we call that a stanchion, not a pollard or bollard or a pole. So
it's a mooring mount.
It's a mooring mount. It's a pole. In the US, we don't use them like that. We actually use telephone poles that are marine grade for the most part, you know, in most of the spots.
I think these are concrete, but plastic pipe, but concrete filled.
Yeah, they actually feel like metal.
Oh, okay. Aluminium maybe.
.3 meters of water. have a square object on screen on my left coming up, just a rock. So those are those rocks right there that you see. There's just rocks underneath the surface that are a little bit larger. They're not large enough for a vehicle. But that one there is a little bit longer. And we're looking for something that's around 20 feet long, 19 feet, something 19.6 I think from what I read. So again, rocks, large rocks that look like those over there, and that's what those rocks look like. Say again?
I can see a rock and a tire.
Yeah, I see the tire right there. A very big, large boulder there underneath the. That's actually on that side. Car park up here, so it's a good spot to look. We're in 6 meters of water, but with the car park up there, there's definitely access for a vehicle to go off of and in. So one of the reasons why we're searching here is because that road goes through there. So we're going to be very vigilant in this section because that road goes directly into the water. So this is what it looks like so far.
Trying to see how far that road goes along.
I mean, they would hit and stay. So I do have an object on that side, but it's too small. It's right here.
Oh, one on my left. Is that what you're talking about?
It's on my right. It just looks like one of those boulders, but it has like a shape to it.
Oh yeah, I see it. The thing is, my transducer's mounted.
Yeah, I got
back
something
of the
here.
boat.
I got something right here.
That looks like a car. Upside down.
It looks like a ship. But that's what we get right there. I think we need to put that on live scan right there. We're right off the edge here.
So about in line with that tree there.
Yeah, that's definitely something. And the road goes up above on this section, so it, whatever that is, it looks crumpled up and broken.
You want to switch to live?
Not yet, not till we get over the top of it where it starts coming on the screen. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to get the object or the boat or the car coming on the screen, and then I click to live scan. And I'm going to put this one on here, and there it is there. It's off to our right.
So I missed it.
Yeah, so it's off to our right.
But it's in line with what? It's in line with
Wait, stay there. That's a different thing. That's a different object. This is the object here. That's a vehicle.
It looks like a vehicle.
It looks like,
see like a wheel and an axle and another wheel.
Okay, come up to this side. So as you can see, I'm looking at a vehicle of some sort right there. It very well could be a boat, but okay, right there. Now come back into it. It looks like a boat because of this front on the bow. It has a bow piece, but I also see like.
So where we are, we're just at the end of that roadway. And that's on the right side of the waterway from where they would have been coming.
I think it's a boat. But I have a little bit of an undulation on the side that looks like a tire. I think it's a boat.
I thought I could see a tyre before.
Okay, go over here. Back down again. I'm getting solid lock to it. I'm pulling up and back. See if I can get some metal off of it. See if I can see if it is metal. A fiberglass boat is not going to lock like I'm getting. I'm definitely getting magnetic pull. I'm definitely getting tightness on the magnet. So I'm going to just hold right there and see if I have any object, any debris on the magnet itself, to see if we have a vehicle here. We have a fishing line. I'm getting rust. So I am getting rusty debris on both sides of it. I want to go back down again and see if I can get more. And it comes up, right on. It comes up, right on. I'm not getting the best image here. I don't know why. Because of the sonar. Transducer's down a different spot. So I got it on sonar. See, I'm definitely right on it.
So yeah, fiberglass aluminium boat. It's not going to get that.
No, you're not going to get, and I'm getting good pull off of whatever's there. And it almost looks like a frame of something with maybe an engine.
Well, we're looking for a frame with an engine, mate. It's at the end of the road, the side of the river that they would come down.
Okay,
a metal framed object, possibly with an engine or a tyre we saw.
And I'm definitely getting, I wish I could get a little bit further over to my right there a little bit.
Paddle.
The boat, I mean, or whatever this is, my magnet's right here. The object is right there, and I just showed the viewers right behind you is the end of the road. Hard to get through there, but in a high tide, you could definitely float right to here. If the tide was up, way up, it could get to here.
Would kind of expect to see a fair bit of bigger bits of metal, not just those fine shavings.
No, when I was picking up in the Charles River with Jared, we were finding just shavings, and I was finding color.
Okay.
So you know, we were finding yellows and reds and teals.
Yep.
So if there's you know, 48 years old, the difference is salt water. That's briny water. This is more salt than brine.
It's still a bit of a way from the coast, so.
I mean, I definitely have a lot of metal. So I mean, could it be a metal boat? Yes.
I think it's something we need to dive on, though.
It's a nice dive, actually, right here.
Yeah.
I'm just looking to see if I have any color in here at all.
So 6.5 meters deep still.
But we'd have to take the ferry over and then do it. So
put the truck here, yeah. But we'd have to mark.
Look at the color I have.
That's old steel.
Look at the color I have on the corner. Right there. And we're looking for lime green.
Yeah.
So I want to get a little bit more. I want to just keep pulling
Yep.
until I get maybe a larger chunk.
Yep.
I want to hit the major square object that I'm seeing, because that, I think, could be, you know, one piece of the van that's still sitting there, if in fact this is a van.
Yep.
It just, I mean, it's not.
I wish I'd had my little electric motor as well.
The truck is not 9 feet tall, though. Okay, so 3 meters is 9 feet tall. It seems to be something that's 3 meters tall. We're floating over the top of it right now. If you actually just paddle this way.
So right over top of it, it's 5.8.
I'm magnetized.
Yep. So every time you've dropped it down, you've gone straight to magnetized. Like you have felt it every time.
Every time.
So that clearly is a metal object. See, I look at this picture here that I just saw then. It looks like it's kind of on its back, and that looks like a tyre.
I'm missing it now.
Whoa.
I'm missing it.
Boy, that looks like a tyre sitting up. You want to dive it and check it?
I want you to look at this and so you see. What I'm seeing?
Yeah, that looks like a boat.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. That's almost certainly a boat.
I know.
Yeah.
But when you
it's
turn-
on its side, that's the roof
I just
part.
rotated the transducer, so look when I rotate
That's to the front, yeah. I'm pretty happy that's a boat.
Yeah.
Because it's like you can see the shape of the bow,
Yeah.
the shape
But
of
it's
the
got a
stern.
ton of metal on it. It's just odd to have
Yeah.
so much metal. So it's
But it looks like it's like a, as you said, got a metal roof on it.
like I'm getting such magnetization on this when I do this. And then when we pull this up,
Just a shame because it's right on the end of the road there.
and the way that it was coming up on the screen was
I thought I saw a tyre at one stage.
nothing
More fishing stuff, yeah. That's the thing, man. Fish are going to hang around it, so fishermen come to it.
It's an old boat. I'm getting metal. I'm not getting any big chunks though. And if it was 48 years old, I think we'd get a few big chunks.
I would
like we did
expect
the
big
other day.
chunks.
Yeah, I'm only getting thin, as if I'm hitting the roof line of the
Cab or cabby, yeah. Look, I'm pretty happy that is a boat. But what I just saw then,
Yep.
I'm happy that's a boat. And we've got boats moored everywhere here, so a boat's just gone to the bottom. Alright, well, let's go back over to where the ferry is and check on that other boat ramp. The shark next to the and if that's the shark, that's a big shark.
It's a big shark. You know, I think it's a